This is exactly right.
When a charming neurosurgeon rode into Frontier Town selling a persona of confidence and care, patients trusted him.
He wore cowboy boots in the operating room and became sought after by patients.
He promised to heal them. Instead, he left a trail of broken bodies.
This is a story of greed, betrayal, and a fight for justice.
Listen to Dr. Death, the Cowboy, wherever you get your podcasts, or binge the entire series right now, only with Audible. Goodbye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.
Summer is for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
Their trained techs help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
Best part? You can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye. And this is what my dad says. Did you get any on ya?
My mom goes like this, as if it was thunder and it's supposed to start to rain. Georgia shakes the walls with her burps. She's Homer Simpson.
Yeah, your upper lip shakes.
Or no, she calls me, what was the guy's name?
Barney?
Barney.
Yeah.
Calls me.
Oh, yeah. He's the burping guy.
That was recorded.
Great.
All right. The face of excited and the face of hating my own guts for having looked so excited. I'm Kelly Ripa.
It's your show face. You're trying to put on show face. I get it.
I don't have, you know what? There's no show face necessary in this podcast.
No, hell no.
There's no censoring.
And there's no proper intro. Hello, welcome to my favorite murder, the Minisode.
The Minnesota.
Minnesota, what's up?
Hi.
This is the podcast,
right,
where we read your hometown murders you sent to us. They could be hometown murders. They could be hometown EMT stories.
Mm-hmm. We love first responders, nurses out there.
First responders, any emergency experience you've had. And now I think we're floating slightly and lightly into the haunting area.
Ooh. Because, I'll take one of those every month.
Right?
That's definitely.
Because we kind of said that last time.
Are you telling me you have one?
Yeah, girl. You know that if we say something.
I thought that was a tease. Now I just realized suddenly that it's because you might. Because I heard when we were looking over our notes, I heard you gasp. And then I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Steven.
We're not paying attention, but Steven's definitely paying attention. That's the good news about this podcast.
I mean, we don't. We can't.
It's like
we won't.
We mean to, but we can't.
We absolutely mean best intentions.
Okay.
My favorite murder. Best intentions.
Best intentions.
Kind of
bad execution.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. I've got a couple. Let's start with the first one. My ghost uncle Jerry.
Oh my God.
Karen, Georgia, Steven, and other animals. Thanks for being badass mofos. I recently moved to Milwaukee. Shout out to our boy, Jeffrey Thomas.
Oh my God, I was taking a sip of
Georgia just spit her drink.
Dan Harmon's whiskey that I stole from the other room.
Yes. Turns out I live less than a mile from his apartment, Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment. Shit. In the never-ending struggle of making friends in a new city, I've been able to bond with many people over this podcast. Y'all are wonderful,
Aww.
Never change. I love that.
I love that so much. Remember how hard it is to make friends in life? Remember?
Especially when the older you get, the weirder it is to need friends.
And remember how, you know how exciting it is? Well, this is how we started the podcast, to meet someone who's like, oh, we're not trying to have this conversation. We're excited about this conversation.
The conversation was already happening. We jumped in and realized realized, looking at each other, this was meant to be.
And it was about murder. So I love that so much.
It's the best.
Everyone bond over murder.
Yay, we love it. They're already doing it. Okay, so anyway, you mentioned you might like some hometown stories about hauntings. Well, I have one for you that is a hint of the sixth sense, but I find more comforting than spooky because it involves occasional visits from my Uncle Jerry, who died in 1986. Jerry was in a car accident and was killed when he was thrown from the vehicle. He died on his 21st birthday. Oh, it's awful. A week before he was supposed to graduate from college. I never met him, but from how my parents describe him, I could tell that he was fun-loving, charismatic, life of the party kind of guy. His death was extremely tragic for my family. I'm sure it was. Flash forward to 2009, when I'm a high school sophomore. In my English class, we were talking about certain children having a deep connection with the supernatural, because that's what you do in high school English class.
Cool teacher.
And oftentimes children will have imaginary friends that turn out to be ghosts or spirits or whatever you want to call them.
Stories.
Right? At the time, my youngest brother Dominic was 7 years old, and I could not wait to go home that afternoon and interrogate him about any potential imaginary friends he's had. So after school, the two of us were playing video games in our basement, and I asked him if he had any imaginary friends, to which he responded, "Yes, I used to have one named Jerry." When I heard this, my stomach dropped. I then asked him what he remembers about his imaginary friend, and he said, "Not much, just that he doesn't like to wear a seatbelt."
Stop. Stop. No, don't keep going. Chills.
Right? Well, her next line is literally, "What the fuck?" Like, out of all the things that he could say to describe him, that's what he said. Wow. At that age, there was no way that my brother knew the details of our uncle's death or would have the awareness to put it all together. Later that evening, I told my mom about our conversation, and she didn't act surprised at all. In fact, she told me that when he was younger, my brother would not let my mom back the car out of the driveway until he had buckled up.
Oh, my God.
Jerry, who was sitting next to him, until he had buckled up Jerry, who was sitting next to him. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. The mom must have been like, "Okay, you little psychopath."
I mean, also knowing the whole story, it's just like, I personally have never had any interactions with my ghost Uncle Jerry, but I find it kind of heartwarming that he's still hanging out with us. Aww. Thanks for letting me share the story with you. I believe that not all ghosts are scary bad ghosts, and Jerry is a testament to that. Stay sexy and wear your seatbelt, Michael.
Oh, Jerry.
I love that.
God bless you.
I mean,
that's crazy.
So good.
Yeah. So okay, this is no point, but when I hear like my uncle died at this point, I always think of like an older uncle, but then you realize like your uncle is 21. Technically is your uncle, even though you never met him. Yeah. And you're older than... Oh, yeah. It just makes me sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. How about... Do you want... Okay. David Lee Roth impersonator and some satanic Bibles.
I don't care what else.
No,
that's the only choice.
I wasn't asking you anymore.
Okay.
That was it.
Okay.
That was it. Hi, Karen, Georgia, Stephen. Stephen? Spelled a different way.
Oh, okay.
And assorted animals. This is a hometown murder story that involves everything I love: celebrity impersonators, loose satanic connections, love triangles, and insanity defenses.
Yes.
In 1988, in Cambridge, Ontario, Rowena Parsons was murdered, having been stabbed 70 times with an 8-inch carving knife by Kimberly Blinkhorn. It turns out Kimberly's defense was that she had been controlled by her boyfriend, David Kuntz. Trust me, he lives up to his name, to murder his ex-fiancée, Rowena. He told her that it was her job to kill Parsons, and she testified that Kuntz told Kuntz, told her that he'd sold his soul to the devil. But during that trial, he said, "It's just an expression. You sold your soul to rock and roll." What a D-bag. Apparently, they found some satanic Bibles around the house, too, so that, of course, made the news, even though most of us murderinos know that some bullshit evidence of nothing, that is some bullshit evidence of nothing most of the time. The worst part of it was that Rowena was murdered in front of her and David's 3-year-old daughter.
No, God, no.
Kimberly was found not guilty of Rowena's murder by reason of insanity and sentenced to secure custody in a mental hospital. He was never charged. Flash forward to 2008, and dude was pulled over driving erratically and told police he was both suffering from an allergic reaction to nuts and he was David Lee Roth.
Oh,
Those are two.
does one start and then cause the other?
I don't know. Pick one of those. You know what I mean?
You get a handful of cashews and
also I'm David Lee Roth.
You're just jumping with your legs straight up in the air.
Apparently following the brutal murder of his mother's child, the mother of his child, he went on to impersonate Roth. The cops brought him to the hospital, but after he was discharged or left on his own wasn't super clear. He was seen at a local bar with two women dressed in scrubs. He also convinced a bar seemingly filled with blind patrons that he was David Lee Roth and got up to perform with the house band. Some news sources were even reporting that it was actually David Lee Roth who was driving. David Lee Roth's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not allergic to nuts. Anyway, the guy is a creep who doesn't look like Roth and is now facing child sex charges in British Columbia.
Oh, no.
Maybe he'll actually get punishment for something this time. I'm sure he'd be great at the prison talent show. Keep up the good work. You're helping this junior lawyer survive long hours and unbelievable professional self-doubt. Much love from Canada, Courtney.
Courtney. Don't doubt yourself.
You stood out from the crowd.
You're doing it. You're making it happen. That story was it went in every direction. It was insanity.
Bigger dummies than you have lawyered.
Hell yes.
And so you can too.
All you have to do is focus.
Yeah.
You pass that bar.
Yeah.
And then right some wrongs.
And then defend us in an
then
inevitable trial.
Please help us. Okay. Let's see.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
You know your favorite summer clothes by what actually makes it into your suitcase.
Find the outfits you'll wear all season long at Quince.
Quince's 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops are the pieces you'll reach for all summer long. They're lightweight, effortless to style, and they start at just $32.
Their denim is soft and comfortable, and their organic cotton sweaters are perfect for layering when evenings get cold.
Quince's beautiful 14-karat gold jewelry adds a subtle finishing touch.
So I just went to Italy, and you bet I brought my 100% European linen scoop neck midi dress along with me in the color of floral waterfall, and I wore that thing all over Italy. It was like the perfect day to night. It just looked so pretty, and I felt like I looked sophisticated while still being comfortable.
Make your summer wardrobe feel easier.
Head to quince.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Go to QUINCE.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Quince.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Every piece of furniture you own has a story.
Sometimes it's an heirloom, and sometimes it came with the house because it was too heavy to move.
If you're ready to start a new chapter with your home decor, there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time.
We've talked about Article for a long time. There are pieces in that catalog that are so affordable that are room changers. And if you go through there and there's like a little something you don't even realize you need it until you see how they have stuff set up or what style combinations that they're doing with. They do the boho chic. There's mid-century. It's a little bit modern. It's something new. Like there's so many choices in there, and it's not going to break the bank.
As someone who's interested in tons of different styles and time periods, Article covers them all in one place. I love that.
I know I've mentioned already how much I love my entryway table, but I swear to God, because the path that it's on, I pass it 4 times a day, and I love it more every time.
Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye.
I'm trying to figure out. I have another haunting one, and then I have.
Why don't you do 3 and I'll do 2.
Okay. So this one is hometown haunted field? Question mark. Hi, Karen, Georgia, Mimi, Stephen, Frank, George, and the most handsome Elvis. You mentioned that we could send in stories of hauntings, so I wanted to share a strange story from my childhood. I grew up in a town called Nixa in Missouri, which is where Jason Bourne claimed to have been born in the Bourne Supremacy.
That was complicated. Interesting.
Parentheses, that's interesting because there is no hospital in Nixa. Must have been a home birth. Hilarious. When I was pretty little, probably around first grade, we lived in a house that backed up to a big open field, and my bedroom that I shared with my sister was on the back of the house, so our bedroom window looked out over the field. One summer day, I was sitting in my window seat with the window open, coloring in a coloring book. Already so scary. Suddenly,
It was cute.
Suddenly,
I was drawing Satan.
there was blood coming out of the ceiling. Suddenly, I heard the voice of a child say, "Mommy."
No.
And kind of whimper.
Oh, no.
It came from outside, so I looked out the window to the field and to the yards next to us, and as far as I could see, there was no one in sight. I ran to my mom, and she said I probably imagined it. I knew I had heard it, though, and I told my sister, too. About a year later, my sister and I were sitting in the window seat together with the window open. Once again, out of nowhere, I heard the voice, "Mommy," and the exact same whimpering. Shocked, I looked at my sister and said, "Okay, you heard that, right?" And she shook her head yes. I told her that was exactly what I'd heard the year before. We were both freaked out. Fast forward to high school. My family had long since moved out of that house, and a new neighborhood had been built in that field.
Oh, don't build neighbor. It's this poltergeist.
Oh, shit. I ended up babysitting for a family who lived in a house that was in the new neighborhood. On the second day of my babysitting job, I'd used the toilet that was inside the laundry room and was zipping up my pants when out of nowhere, a candle fell off the back of the toilet and spilled melted wax all over my jeans. Thinking back on it, I have no idea why there was a lit candle in that room because I definitely hadn't lit it myself, neither had the kids. I also could not figure out how the candle had fallen off the toilet because I didn't bump it. There was wax everywhere, all over me and all over the floor. I spent the next hour trying to scrape wax off the floor with a knife. Sometimes I would get to their house before the girls got off the school bus, and I would watch TV in their basement while I waited on them. Many times I would hear and see the lights on the basement stairs go on and off. As far as I know, they weren't on a timer, and they would go on and off sporadically. I tried not to think about it too much. Then one day I was there by myself watching TV in the basement. I heard loud banging upstairs.
Oh my God.
What it sounded like was something falling hard on something metal. It was so loud, it happened 3 times, not in a regular pattern. I was absolutely sure someone had come into the house, and I was completely frozen in terror. Eventually, I forced myself to go upstairs because if there did happen to be an intruder, I did not want little girls to walk in on him or her when they got home. God's work. I called a friend so that he would be on the phone with me in case something happened to me. Such a high school solution.
I love that. So smart.
Yep.
Stay on the phone with me.
Stay on the phone with me. I was scared out of my mind. Honestly sure I was going to see something I did not want to. I slowly crept through the upstairs rooms, didn't see anything abnormal until I reached the laundry room. There was a jar candle lying on its side on the floor. I remembered the sound I'd heard and could picture the candle being thrown against the washing machine, which would have made exactly the sound that I heard.
I'm gonna vomit.
I was absolutely completely creeped out. I went and stood in the dining room, looking out the window, talking to my friend on the phone until the girls got home. I, of course, never told them. I didn't think it was a coincidence that I heard strange things coming from that field when I was little and experienced more strange things in the house that was built in the field years later. I've always wondered if the field was part of an Indian burial ground or something. Whatever it was, I would definitely never buy a house in that neighborhood. That house was too new to have already taken a haunting of its own. It must have come from the field. That's it, peeps. I love your podcast. I got my husband and some friends hooked on it too. Always stay sexy. Please, for the love of God, do not get murdered. Love, Tessa.
That's scary. A ghost in a new house scares me more than anything. Because you can explain a ghost in an old house. Something happened there at some point.
Yeah.
Like, what was that movie where there was a demon that killed the girl? What was it called? Anyways.
The Conjuring?
Yeah. No. Yeah, maybe.
Was there any dolls involved?
No, it was like a closet and like her house had been lit on fire when she was a kid or something like that. And there was like a demon. Everyone's yelling it. New house, new build.
I think there's like a bunch of movies that are kind of like, was that thing where there was the big black mark on the closet?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I go see these terrible movies all the time.
Steven? No, I didn't give enough information for anyone to know what it is.
Was Ethan Hawke in it?
No, it wasn't anyone famous. It was like, and they were videotaping. Oh, forget it.
Was the whole thing the videotaping? Was it the one where it's
Paranormal Activity.
Yes.
Paranormal Activity.
Yes.
Nice
Thank
one,
you.
Steven.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah. So new house. I can't handle that. What do you think? Have you ever seen a ghost? Have you ever been gotten? Yeah, I know your story.
Yeah,
You
I
looked
just
at-
have that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at you like, how dare you?
It's a big one though.
No, I can't say it. I can't tell now.
Yeah.
But if you go on to Slumber Party with George and Allie, you can hear me tell the whole story.
Yeah. Summer's for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
If you need an oil change, make the smart stop at Valvoline Instant Oil Change before you hit the highway.
Their trained techs can help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
That means they're checking important things before you're halfway to your aunt's house with no cell service.
And these aren't just any techs. Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
The best part, you can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
So before your next long summer ride, pull into Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup this summer, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent.
The future soccer stars who are already turning heads at age 14.
Making plays that end up on everyone's feed, scoring from angles that don't make sense, rewriting record books that barely had time to gather dust.
Because Next doesn't wait for an invitation, and Hyundai doesn't either.
Hyundai has always moved the future within reach.
Hyundai did it by making advanced safety standard on every vehicle.
Hyundai did it by engineering EVs with ultra-fast charging capability.
And Hyundai continues doing it every day.
From robotics that change how people live to young athletes changing the game, the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here.
Next starts now.
Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
Goodbye.
Support for today's episode comes from Square.
Nobody starts a business because they love payroll.
Or invoices, or business.
And that's why they're Square.
Square brings your payments, inventory, scheduling, staff, online orders, and reporting together in one connected system.
You can take payments in person, online, or on the go and track sales and inventory in real time.
Instead of juggling a bunch of different apps, Square keeps everything connected behind the scenes, so you're spending less time fixing problems.
Whether you're just getting started or growing your business, Square is designed to grow with you without complicated setup, contracts, or hidden fees.
If you're starting a business or running one that deserves better tools, Square helps you sell, manage, and grow without slowing down.
Right now, you can get up to $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/MFM.
That's SQUARE.com/GO/MFM.
Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today. Goodbye. Okay, here's the next one. We made friends with the guy who robbed us. Hi, Karen, Georgia, and Steven. A friend of mine got me into your podcast last year, and I've been hooked ever since. I've tried so many podcasts, but only you guys have the right balance of comedy and murder. I knew those two things could go hand in hand. Thank you.
Thanks.
Other people don't have the right balance of comedy and murder.
Right. Yeah.
A few years ago, my husband, Adam, and I woke up in the middle of the night to the dog barking, and we noticed the power was out. Adam yelled at the dog to shut up, which she did, and we tried to go back to sleep. The dog's like, fuck you guys. I'm
doing my best.
Yes, fine. I
to
won't
keep
then.
you from being dead.
Yeah. Soon after, Adam heard something in the house. He bolted out of bed, and the next thing I hear Adam say is, "What are you doing here?" I hear another man's voice say, "Get down on the ground and you won't get hurt." By then, my heart was pounding. I covered my head with the covers and called the police, whispering into the phone that someone was in our house. While I was on the phone to the operator in my room, Adam told the guy he had a wife and kids and he didn't want any trouble. The guy was shocked by this, and they started having a conversation about how he thought the house would be empty and that he was from the area. Yeah. Adam continued to talk to this guy and managed to take the conversation outside where they sat on the front porch. Unaware that this was happening, I was still on the phone waiting for the police to arrive. Adam and the intruder saw the police car roll up outside the house, and the intruder quickly grabbed Adam and brought him inside and told him to tell the police to go away.
Oh, no. So that guy was on drugs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam came into the bedroom and asked if I had called the police, which I said, of course. He instructed me to find a way to get rid of the police since the guy was in the house, potentially armed, with our small kids sleeping nearby. Holy Holy shit. I went to the front door and explained that it was a false alarm. We had heard strange noises. How scary to be doing that. And like, do you wink at the cop, you know? But no one was there. The policeman had a look around the outside of the house to check for any signs of a break-in, but found none. He noted our power had been out, so he turned it back on for us and said goodnight.
Okay, so the guy that broke in turned the power off.
Yeah. Oh. Once the police left, the intruder got friendly. He grabbed a pillowcase and filled it with anything valuable he could find, all the while telling us about himself and that his name was Peter. He stayed and talked to us and stole our stuff for 30 minutes. When he took Adam's laptop, Adam explained that he was a student and all his work was on that laptop, and if he took it, he'd never get back that work. Peter took the laptop anyways.
That dickhead!
Once he left, we lay in our bed for an hour trying to sleep. No!
What?
Then the doorbell rang at 4 a.m. We thought it might be the police, but it was Peter, who had felt bad and returned Adam's laptop.
What the fuck?
In the morning. Why didn't they call the cops again and report it? In the morning, we looked through the house to see what was taken and discovered he had our car, which also had our house keys in it. We also found a prescription bottle of pills in our lounge room with Peter's name on it.
Peter. We
called the police, who fingerprinted the place, including a cup he used at our place. Yes, he had a casual drink with Adam in our kitchen. The investigators and police said it was the funniest and craziest break-in story they'd ever heard. Hilarious. It was so famous in the police department that a lady I met a year later who worked in that department had heard our story. The police got Peter 2 days after the break-in, which was their second attempt after he escaped the first time they found him. Peter later wrote a letter of sincere apology and remorse to us. According to the prison chaplain, the letter he sent was sent on his own volition and would not be recognized by the prison as good behavior. We never spoke to Peter again, but I hope he's turned his life around. Oh my God. Thanks for your awesome podcast, guys. And thanks for taking the time to read my story, SSDGM Anita. They have to be Mormons or Christians, right? Because no one is that good.
No, I mean, yeah, that Peter really crossed the line several times. It's not like he earned that goodwill.
No. And the fact that they had the presence to calm him down and not freak the fuck out and like get him to hang out with them and that show that they actually cared is like incredible.
Except for it didn't keep that guy from stealing their shit.
Yeah, but it could have gotten worse.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It didn't have to because the cops came.
I know.
So like.
I know.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy.
Everything about it
is crazy.
I mean, you know, did she say anything about where she lived?
I
don't remember any
No, it
city.
doesn't look like it.
Because it makes me think it was like a small town.
Yeah, I'm picturing a small town. No,
Yeah.
nothing about where they lived.
Wow.
Yeah.
Also, that guy, I mean, dropping pill bottles. It's like, dude.
You are in need.
Go over a checklist before you turn the lights off in someone's house and break it.
What kind of pills? They weren't fucking cholesterol medication. I bet you.
It was not statins.
No.
All right. This one is good. Subject line, friend almost killed by a wood chipper.
Perfect.
Hello, ladies. Hey, ladies. Sorry. Hey, ladies. My name's Allie, and I'm from a town in Oregon where murders aren't super common, but they do happen. The scary thing is that you never think it could happen to you or someone you know until it does. And when it happens, you realize that you and your friends are adults now living in the real world. Ain't that the truth?
Oy.
You're not quite the same person you used to be. I had a friend of a friend in high school, we'll call him Jason, who began work at a local logging company not long after graduation. Jason doesn't understand all social cues, but he's a very nice guy, wouldn't hurt a fly or insult anybody on purpose. It was an ordinary day in September when someone tried to kill Jason. He was running a wood chipper when a guy he worked with, we'll call him Tim, picked him up from behind and tried to throw him in head first.
What the fuck?
It must have been by the grace of God that Jason put his arms out at the last possible second to stop his head from hitting the blades, and he got out mostly unscathed. When he climbed out of the wood chipper, he noticed that Tim was running toward the company office. It was later revealed that Tim was going to try to tell the supervisors that there was a freak accident that killed Jason.
Oh.
Tim is currently facing life in prison.
So he thought he was dead and he was running toward the office already.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What motivated Tim to throw Jason into a wood chipper is beyond me. I love your podcast.
That's it. That's it.
That's the whole story.
I wanted more.
I love your podcast. My boyfriend and I listen to it almost every day during our free time. Give Elvis a cookie for me. As always, stay sexy. Don't get murdered. Love, Allie.
That's hilarious. I just love it's fucking to the point.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, guess what? Stuff really fucked up shit happened.
But he also kind of victim blamed Jason when he was like, he would never purposely say anything insulting, but he probably said something to Tim about his mother.
I wonder. That'd be amazing.
What a scary thing
to find
happen.
out. Well, you know what's really funny? This is not in any way a murder, but a similar thing happened, not murder style, where when I was probably like 10 and my cousin Stevie was maybe 16, they were clearing out a part of my Aunt Jean's ranch. So it was my dad, my cousin Stevie, and like a couple other people. Mm-hmm. And there was a wood chipper. So they were just cutting down big eucalyptus branches and trees and throwing them in this chipper as they went to clear an area.
Yeah.
And at one point, Stevie threw in a branch. It got caught on his shirt sleeve, and it, like the force of the throw of the branch, started to pull his arm into the wood chipper. And my dad turned around just by chance, just in time, and grabbed him and pulled it back out.
Oh my God.
So if like my dad was still facing away, my cousin's arm would have gone into this wood chipper.
Ow. You know, I've never actually seen a wood chipper in real life because I'm from the fucking suburbs.
Yeah.
But I will not stand near anyone who has a saw, an electric saw. What are they called? Yeah.
You mean a chainsaw?
Chainsaw.
Yeah.
I will not be near one that's turned off. I will not go near one that's being held and turned off, especially. And I will never, ever go near one that's on. Ever. I will just not come near you.
That makes perfect sense.
Like, if you've seen the videos where people are like, it's like America's Funniest Home Videos, and they're like sawing a tree, and then they fall off the fucking tree with the saw on. Yeah. And I start crying when I see this. Yes. It's like, no.
Then you would have hated. We went to a haunted corn maze one year for Halloween.
No.
And there was like 6 of us, and I never thought about it at all until it started, and we walked in.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the whole point of a haunted corn maze is that you're walking through real corn. You have no like peripheral vision whatsoever, and then people jump out at you. That's like the whole thing. And the second it started, I was like, I hate this so much. Yeah. I'm so angry. And we got through, and it was just like actors doing actory stuff. But then near the end, you hear a chainsaw start up.
No. And like, I know you can take the blades off of them, but I don't care. It's still like, it's the thing of like, don't shoot a gun that you think is fucking empty. It might not be empty. It's like, well, that's still going to kind of hurt.
Yeah.
I just don't.
They're very scary.
I won't. And I can't.
Have you ever watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Yeah, but it's been like too long.
Yeah. It's very real.
I don't want to watch it.
No, I think you have to. We've done it.
We did it again.
You've done it.
You did it again.
We just delivered it to you.
And thank you.
And we appreciate it.
And there you go. Send your hometown, et cetera, et cetera. We don't need to keep telling you what we mean by hometown.
We just know that now the categories are endless.
Yeah.
If you have something of interest, send it to us.
You might not be wrong.
Please just make sure it's true.
Yeah. That's
a key.
If your boyfriend's friend's brother, if it happened to him, unless it's fucking hardcore true and he testified in a trial about it. Don't say.
Trial only.
Right.
That's the new category.
That's my favorite murder at Gmail. Steven's name is spelled Steven.
That's right. And stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You know that fantasy where you run into your ex while looking impossibly cute and wildly unbothered? Hill House makes the perfect dress for that moment. Or if you're just running errands. Hill House Home is the brand behind the viral nap dress, known for its signature smocking, ultra-flattering fit, and comfort that makes it a favorite for just about everyone. Celebrities like Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, Anne Hathaway, and Mindy Kaling have all been spotted in Hill House. These dresses are the definition of versatile, perfect for running errands in the morning and stylish enough for dinner or a party that night. And it's not all they carry. They started with bedding back in 2016, and now you'll find bathrobes, pajamas, children's clothes, and maternity, all with the cutest prints. And it's so true. The hardest time picking out one nap dress because the prints are so dreamy and beautiful. But now that I have it, I'm going to wear it all day, every day. I'm going to throw on my leather jacket at night and look like a total badass. Cowboy boots or cute heels, whatever it is, this nap dress can make it look classy. You look like that classy lady you see at the airport. Hill House makes fun fashion that makes you feel good. Get 15% off your first order of $100 or more at hillhousehome.com with code MURDER15. That's MURDER15 for 15% off at hillhousehome.com. Goodbye.
If audiobooks are your thing, or if you've been meaning to listen to more of them, you should check out a podcast called Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode spotlights standout audiobooks on Audible across all kinds of genres: sci-fi, comedy, romance, thrillers, and more, with Cal talking to guests who help break down what makes each story worth listening to.
It's a fun, easy way to discover your next great audiobook.
Check out Earsay on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, what if it turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.